There are two rules that I always follow while finding a product to sell on Shopify, and if I follow these two rules, my product always wins. And whenever I don't follow these two rules, my products almost always fail. So the first rule is that your product must have a solid demand, and the second rule is that your product must be slightly differentiated. My name is Amar and I own a Shopify store, and I also run a marketing agency, and with my products on my Shopify store, I achieve a return on ad spend of about 14x, which means every dollar I spend on Facebook ads, I get about 14 back with one of my products. Now, the first rule, that the product must have a solid demand. There must be a good, solid, proven demand of the product that you're going to sell. And you should not need any online tools or software to prove that the product you're going to sell has a good, solid demand. You must know that this product has good demand. For example, leather boots have a good demand. Leather wallets have a good demand. Watches do always sell and do have a good demand. Leather laptop bags do have a good demand. Mobile phones have a good demand. Kids' toys have a good demand. Baby products like diapers, baby towels, all of these things have good demand. Now, that's the first rule. If your product also follows the second rule, which is having slightly differentiated product, then your product becomes invincible, in my opinion. Now, when I say differentiated, I do not mean innovative. Innovation requires lots of R&D, and innovation means introducing a product to the market that the market has never seen before. For example, Audi introduced variable blankets. We've never seen that kind of product before. Bagless vacuum cleaners was an innovation. Robot vacuum cleaners is an innovation. Now, innovation requires lots of effort, R&D, and sometimes people don't even like innovative products. So if you go into the territory of making innovative products, you are taking the risk that sometimes that innovation is not going to be liked by your target audience. So I'm not talking about innovation here. I'm just talking about making your product differentiated, making your product slightly different from your competition. That can be achieved by just making a different design. For example, if you take a look at this leather keyring here, this leather keyring is slightly differentiated. The leather used is the leather from young buffaloes that died during winter. That's a very particular kind of leather. That leather is very soft and very beautiful, and it develops a very nice sheen when it's glazed. And it's also available in a very limited quantity. Now, that leather alone makes this product quite different. Apart from making the design better, you can also design the packaging better than your competition and give your customers a beautiful product unboxing experience. Now, I'll give you a few examples of the brands that are following these two rules, that the product must have a good demand and it also must be differentiated. The first brand is Bellroy. They make different, beautiful, and slim leather wallets. Now, we know that leather wallets are in demand, but they are also making their leather wallets different. They're making them slim and more beautiful. The second brand is Orbit Key. They have made a jiggle-free, a noise-free leather keyring, which keeps all the keys nice and tidy, and they also don't make any rattling noise. Now, we know that keyrings are in demand and their product is also different from all other keyrings in the world. That's why this brand grew massively and very quickly. The third brand is GrooveMade. GrooveMade makes beautiful workspace products. For example, they make catch-all trays, they make stationery items. They even make a very differentiated watch. Now, we know that catch-all trays are in demand. We know that lamps are in demand. We know that desk products are in demand. We know that pens are in demand. But they have differentiated the design and made their products differentiated. That's why they are very successful as well. The last brand on my list is Adzucation. They are a stuffed toys brand, and they're also one of my clients. They offer them product strategy. They basically make stuffed toys, but a portion of their profit goes to wildlife conservation. When I talked to them, I suggested that instead of making random teddy bears and stuffed toys and then donating a portion of profit to a foundation that saves rare species of animals, what they should do is they must introduce the stuffed toys of the animals that their conservation partners are actually saving. That way, they will give people a sense that the more we'll buy, the more this animal will be saved. It will give people the excitement that the more of this toy they will buy, the more of those animals will be saved. So there will be a very strong link between the animal being saved and their stuffed toy. And since then, they've been following this strategy successfully and profitably. When you don't follow this strategy, what happens is, let's say you're selling these leather bags and everyone else is also selling these leather bags, and you make an ad of this wallet and show this ad to your potential customers. What happens is this ad will create the demand in the minds of your customers. But because many people will be selling this kind of product, the people who will see the ad, they'll Google this product and they will find many suppliers selling the same thing on Amazon or on many other websites. So your ad will create demand in their minds, but they will go on Amazon and buy this product from the cheapest supplier. That's the problem of selling a product which is not differentiated, and it is scary. So guys, these are the two rules that I always follow while finding products to sell on my Shopify store. Now, a good product is not the only thing you need to make your e-commerce business profitable. You also need a good website, and you also need highly effective and simple Facebook ads. I have another video on my YouTube channel which explains my complete Facebook ad strategy that I use to achieve this 14x ROAS to sell this leather keyring. And if you go to my website, it's the first link in the description, you will find a scorecard which will give you a readiness score. It will tell you how likely your e-commerce business is to become profitable through Facebook ads. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions related to the products you are going to sell on your Shopify store. I would love to answer your questions. Thank you.